The hustle culture burned me out. We're taught to go for your dreams, work hard, just don't worry about people, don't worry about friends, just focus on you, focus on getting that career. And I did that. And that was kind of my downfall that really caused me to burn out. And it wasn't until I hit 21, which is my current age, that I'm like, man, I can't do this. And I started doubting. I'm like, is working hard really worth it? Like, I don't have a friend, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have a social circle. I just feel lonely when it comes to like human touch. And I started feeling some type of way, and I realized I was just so focused on career. I let go of like friends. I'm like, okay, this friend is not, no, I don't need this guy, I don't need this person. And I didn't focus on that social aspect, because you're taught like in school to work hard, but you're not taught to foster like relationships. And that's something that people do naturally depending on who you are. However, I was more of an introvert. So as an introvert, I was shy. I started getting good at speaking to people with age, and when I kept talking to people, I'm like, wow, I actually enjoy it. However, I realized the more time I was talking to people, the more time it took away from actually grinding. And I'm like, why focus on people if I can just work hard and get a good career? But I realized people are important, because as a human being, you need someone. At a certain point, you see how there's people that be like, oh, I'm never getting married. They get married, or they have relationships, or they have this best friend, or they have this person, whether it's their family member. They have somebody that they talk to do in a consistent basis, because they need it. You need like a human hand, someone to lean on, because at the end of the day, with this world, it's so confusing. It's easy to get lost. You'll have one person tell you, bro, you need to do this, bro, you need to do that, and then you might do this, and then you might go here, or you might do that. Like, literally, I was going through the gym route. I'm like, let me do this, and then the manager like, this is, if you work hard, you can start making XYZ money, just keep grinding. And I was gonna go the personal training career route, but that route wasn't the route I actually wanted. And if I was isolated and I only was with the people that was in the gym, I would have been consumed, and I would have went to that route. But that route wasn't stable, in my opinion, because with that route, if you don't get clients, you don't get paid. If the clients don't show up, you don't get paid, because the gym is the one that get paid most, right? So people tell me, no, don't go that route, go study, go be something that you're passionate about. That wasn't actually my passion. It was just something I wanted to do on the side. But then when I realized, oh, I want to study, I want to be a doctor or whatever, I want to do that, why not work hard and do what you really love and go to the highest part of your life? But if it wasn't for like the people around me, I would have derailed and be like, oh, I regret, not doing the doctor route and whatever route I do, I know I will be successful. But do something that you love, but don't just breathe it. Don't be like, okay, I really want this, I really want to do this, I really want to do this, and that's all you breathe. You watch videos on what you want to do, you breathe what you want to do, you eat what you want to do. That's not how it goes, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, man, this is so much. But what you're doing is not really so much. It's just that you're looking at it as like this big thing. But if you look at it like little pieces at a time, what's gonna happen and be like, wow, it's not as hard, or it's not as much, right? It's a long journey, but if you break it into pieces, right? Like when you were in like elementary or like middle school, you're like, man, middle school, wow, oh wow, high school. And if you went to college, wow, college. And if you did extra stuff, you did more degrees, you're gonna be like, wow, all of these things are a lot. And at the end of the day, you can make a little thing just feel like so much. I honestly thought like personal training, like getting my certificate, I'm like, wow, they have to know all of this. But honestly, it wasn't a lot when I was actually trying to get my certification. It was a little bit, just I was looking at it as a lot, and I was trying to do it very fast, and my mind was here and there. I wanted this, I wanted that. But like, if you focus on hustling on a certain aspect of your life, just know it's not gonna just come if you just grind, because at the end of the day, you're gonna burn out. There's gonna be one day you're gonna burn out. There's people waking up at 4 a.m. Let me grind until what, 10 p.m. and then not sleeping. Sleep isn't important, right? People will look at it, they'll be like, oh, I'm hustling 24/7, and then you won't sleep. And then sleeping is a part of the grind, a part of the hustle grind. But people think hustling, working hard is literally working all day. But that's not the case. We are basically, let me tell you something, y'all. Basically, when you rest, that's the best thing. And this is an unedited version. I didn't edit a single thing, because at the end of the day, when you rest, that's when your memories can like consolidate. It can make memories, and you just feel the sharpest. Just know, like, when you wake up and you don't have that much sleep, you're like, oh, like, it's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to do anything. You don't want to do anything. Like, you can't focus. So sleep is very important. And there were times that I was like sacrificing sleep. I was drinking energy drinks. I was studying all day. Like, everything was like going bad. Like, I wasn't just doing what I was supposed to do. Like, I neglected every single aspect. I neglected my social life. I neglected like I wasn't organized, and I'm still trying to fix, being organized. And you have to realize, if you're sacrificing your whole life for something and you don't have, or you're not doing anything else, like, for example, if you're working hard for this bachelor's degree, or you're trying to graduate high school and it's hard, or you're trying to get straight A's, and you're also going to the gym, you're also focused on your health as well, you're gonna feel way better than you just straight grinding for something and you let go. What I want to say, y'all, is when you like let go of so many things, you just let go of your friendships, you let go of your relationships, you let go of your health, your body, all of that's gonna haunt you. Because at the top, or at a certain point, you're gonna reflect, because you're not reflecting now, maybe because you're so busy. Obviously, you took time to watch this video if you even got here this far. But when you watch this video or you reflect, you're like, bro, I missed out on so many things. And was it even worth it? Yes, there are times where you have to say no. Yes, there are certain people you can't hang out with. There are certain people you can't hang out with. And I'm telling you straight up, don't hang out with certain people. But there's people that you have in your life that will help propel you. I actually had certain people. There were like people that I had in my life that really helped propel me. I would tell them I'm doing this, like, bro, why are you doing that, bro? That's dumb. Bro, why are you doing, why not do this? Why not invest? Why not try this? No, bro, that doesn't make sense. Why are you doing that? They won't tell me, oh, bro, just do it. It's fun. Just enjoy the moment. You're young until you're old. Until you're an old person, then you can't say you're young anymore, right? Because you're bringing value, or you're building value as a younger individual. When you're young and your mind is the sharpest, that's when you have to grind the most. I realized that because I was grinding a lot of my life, and then when I entered like 20, 21, I'm like, man, I wasn't having fun. I wasn't enjoying myself. But then I realized, if I don't have the money that I want, the money that I need, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna use all my money. I'm gonna be broke, and then by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna just look older, but I'm gonna be a broke 30-year-old, and I don't want that. So during this time, if you build yourself up and you hustle, it's cool, but hustle with some type of balance. I'm not saying the normal balance, 9 to 5 and relax. No, you can grind after work, but don't just grind 7 days a week like people say. Like, give yourself maybe a day rest, or you're not the person who, I don't want to take a whole day. Maybe instead of grinding 4 hours, you grind an hour or two. Just do something. And if it's something you enjoy, you can grind, but you need a rest. You need to kind of be like, wow, bro, I just need I need a little break. I kind of need to watch a movie, or I need to go for a walk. I need to watch the sky. Someone said at my job, oh, I like watching birds. I personally don't like watching birds. I don't think watching birds is interesting, but if that's something you want to do, go do it. And thank you for watching this video. This was a quick video, and yeah.